Have you ever wondered what the Bitcoin halving is all about? It's one of the most significant events in the world of cryptocurrency, but it can be a bit confusing if you are not familiar with how Bitcoin works. So let's break it down. Imagine Bitcoin mining as a treasure hunt. Miners use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical puzzles. And when they find the solution, they are rewarded with new Bitcoins. And this process is what keeps the Bitcoin network secure and running smoothly. Now, here's where the halving comes in. Roughly every 4 years, the reward that miners receive for finding a new block is cut in half. This means that miners get fewer bitcoins for their efforts, making it harder and more expensive to mine new coins. But why would anyone want to make it harder to mine Bitcoin? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. You see, Bitcoin was designed to be a deflationary currency, meaning that over time, the rate at which new Bitcoins are created slows down, until eventually no new Bitcoin will be mined at all. By cutting the mining reward in half every 4 years, the creators of Bitcoin are effectively reducing the rate at which new coins are introduced into the system. And this scarcity helps to preserve the value of existing Bitcoins and creates a strong incentive for people to buy and hold onto them. Think of it like this: if there are fewer new Bitcoins being created, but the demand for them stays the same or even increases, then the price of Bitcoin is likely to go up. And this is exactly what we have seen happen in the past. The first Bitcoin halving took place in 2012, when the mining reward dropped from 50 Bitcoins per block to 25. At this time, Bitcoin was still a relatively new and unknown technology, and many people were skeptical about its future. But after the halving, something interesting happened. The price of Bitcoin started to climb, eventually reaching new all-time highs. And this pattern repeated itself in 2016, when the mining reward was cut to 12.5, and again in 2020, when it dropped to 6.25 Bitcoins per block. And the most recent Bitcoin halving took place on April 19th, this year, in 2024. Each time the halving occurs, it's like a shot of adrenaline for the Bitcoin market. You see, investors start to take notice and the price of Bitcoin begins to rise as people scramble to buy up the remaining coins. Let's have a closer look on the price impact of Bitcoin halving events. Here I show you a historical price performance. 2012. Bitcoin's price surged from around $12 to over $1,000 within a year after the halving. In 2016, the Bitcoin's price increased from approximately $650 to nearly $20,000 over the course of the next 2 years. In 2020, the Bitcoin's price surged from around $8,000 to over $60,000 within a year after the halving. Bitcoin's price tends to experience increased volatility around halving events. While historical data suggests that Bitcoin's price tends to increase after halving events, short-term price fluctuations can occur before and after the event. Halving events often lead to increased speculation in the market, with investors anticipating a potential increase in Bitcoin's price due to reduced supply. These historical events and their impacts provide insights into how Bitcoin halving events affect the cryptocurrency supply, demand, and price dynamics. Of course, it's important to remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Just because the price of Bitcoin has gone up after previous halving events doesn't guarantee that it will happen again in the future, again and again. But the underlying economics of Bitcoin remain the same. It's a scarce digital asset with a fixed supply, and as long as there's demand for it, the price is likely to continue trending upwards over the long term. So if you are thinking about investing in Bitcoin, the halving could be a good time to do so. Just remember to do your research and only invest what you can really afford to lose. And who knows? Maybe you look back on the next halving event as the moment that changed your financial future forever. I hope so. And I hope this explanation helps clarify the Bitcoin halving event for you. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else you'd like to learn about, and give this video a like. It costs you nothing, it's free for you, and it puts a smile on my face. And here's another video. Okay, take care, bye.